Hi guys, in this video I'm going to show you how I restored my old closet doors at home. I will walk through a couple of installation options, how to properly prime and paint them, how many coats you'll need, which primer to use and more. Here's a condition of the doors before the update. Full disclosure, I'm not a professional. This was my first time doing this. I'm not saying this is the only way to do it, but I think the result turned out pretty well. I'll let you be the judge. I'm starting by sanding the doors with 100 grit sandpaper, and don't ask me why I'm wearing sunglasses in the garage, okay? I'll tell you. I just couldn't find my regular safety glasses. By the way, if you enjoy the video, please don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button. It really motivates me. Thank you. When we were renovating our house, I made the right call and bought the DeWALT pump sander, which, as you can see, is coming in handy again. While sanding, I tried to be thorough and reach every spot on both sides. I should mention these aren't the only doors there are three pairs in total from all the closets in the house. When my wife and I bought this house, we started DIY renovations immediately. We took all the doors off back, then deciding to refresh them later. Well, their time has finally come. I won't show you the sanding process for every single doors because honestly it's a bit tedious to watch. Once everything is thoroughly sanded, I wipe them down and to remove the dust before priming. I'm lining my paint tray with a trash bag and securing it with electrical tape because I couldn't find my masking tape. For the roller, I'm using what I had on hand: a 10mm snap roller, a foam roller, or 3mm snap would also work great. I started with Zinsser BIN water-based primer. It's excellent stuff, but I didn't have much left and it only covered one side of the door. I had to switch to a cheaper oil-based primer for the rest. Honestly, that was a mistake. I wouldn't recommend it, especially if you're priming inside the house like I was, because it's winter and too cold doing it in a garage. Some say oil based is better, but the smell is incredibly strong and makes the air in the house very heavy. Stick with water based primer if you can. When primering, make sure to spread the paint evenly with the roller so you don't miss any spots. At first, I thought priming them standing up would be save time, but as you can see, it's not ideal. The doors waddle, you have to hold them constantly, and you can't apply enough pressure with the roller. It is too much. I mean, it's much better to prime and paint doors laying flat. This way the material soaks is better and won't get any drips and sags. After the primer dried, I gave them another light sand with the 220 grit sandpaper. Now they are smooth and ready for paint. I'm using Behr's semi-gloss interior uh, enamel, I believe, white 3900 from Home Depot. I applied two coats on the outside and one coat on the inside. Again, make sure to spread the paint evenly with the roller. Let's move on to the installation. At the top of the door, you'll find either two pivots like this, or one pivot and one guide wheel. One fits into the locker device at the top of the closet frame, and the other goes into the spring slide rail in the door track. The guide wheel simply snaps into the rack. At the bottom there is an umbrella screw that fits into the floor pivot bracket dental plate assembly, which is screwed into the floor aligned with the track. I'll quickly show you the installation in 3 different rooms. In this room, the floor brackets and tracks from the previous owner are still in good shape, so I'm keeping them. When installing, I push the top part into the closet first, then set the bottom, and then I align the top. You can see it here with the other half of the door. The main thing is not to rush so you don't scratch the walls or corners. You can adjust the door height using the umbrella screw. If you need to shift the door left or right, just adjust the screw at the bottom and the locker device in the top track. I'm attaching new handles and the first closet is done. In the kids' room, it's the same process but a slightly different system. No spring slide rail here, just guide wheels in the track. The key is to measure everything perfectly so the top and bottom alignments match. I'm using my tape measure and a level for this. I didn't film the bedroom installation because it's identical to the others. But here's the final result. I hope you found this video helpful. Thanks for watching until the end. Please subscribe and leave a comment. Thank you guys.